Whew. Probably gonna be another hot one today. We're going to visit my friend Sasha at Mountain Pass Performance. He's a mad scientist. He's always got stuff going on. And he promised me a ride in his Lotus Evora. So I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, I should have turned on the air conditioning before I was thinking about that. It's hot in the car. It's 35 degrees Celsius outside. And in the car, it feels like 50. Well, we've arrived. Let's see what the whole thing is all about. Hello, friend.
Hey, Trev, how are you?
How are you?
Come on in.
Hot enough for you?
It's ridiculous.
Well, what do we have here? So I told you guys I was going to come and visit my friend Sasha here at Mountain Pass Performance in his secret location, and boy, does he have a collection of really cool cars. Say hi, Sasha.
How's it going?
Give us a little tour here. Look, you just got a Performance Model Y.
Yep, we just got a Performance Model Y. We're doing some development on it right now. We've got our Tesla converted Lotus Evora.
Yeah, this thing is really cool. Now, Sasha here, if you don't know, is a real mad scientist. He does a lot of conversions, a lot of really neat stuff. And this is a Lotus Evora, gasoline car originally, completely converted to electric.
Yeah, it's got a P85 rear drive unit in it, and yeah, it's pretty fun. It's pretty quick.
Yeah, Chevy Volt batteries. Is that right?
2-volt batteries. Yeah. Yeah, and it's got nice integration. You just go in, turn the key, drive it.
The only one in existence.
The only one, yeah.
So they just took delivery of their brand new Performance Model Y, and they've done their coilovers. You can see here that it's a little lower than normal. Anyways, this is going to be a real track car. They're going to beat the hell out of this thing. We'll show you some more stuff about that in the future, but we're doing a little tour here. So you got the Lotus Evora here, which has been converted, and Sasha's been working on something else really cool. This is a 350Z, and yeah, it doesn't look like a normal 350Z because this thing is a monster. It's actually a hybrid. Yeah,
so this 350Z, we've had this since 2008, and it's a little bit of a beat-up race car, but over the last year we put in pretty state-of-the-art electric motor from Formula E, and it's in series with the already kind of very high power.
Yeah, so the drivetrains you were telling me earlier, they're not separate, right? They're just kind of blended together?
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, it's just crazy.
You can't tell when the engine and the motor are active. It's just like freight train, can't see straight kind of thing on the straightaways.
How fast is it really?
I don't know, man. Like, we haven't taken on a track fast enough to say, but at Cayuga, you know, that short track Cayuga Performance Model 3 does, what, 180?
Yeah.
And this car was doing almost 230 kilometers an hour on that back straight. So.
Man. Oh my gosh. What do we got here?
Yeah, so we've got, this engine's pretty special. Actually, it's the highest output of this type of engine in the world, as far as we know. And so this engine by itself makes about 550 horsepower.
Wow.
And so it's got these air boxes that feed individual throttle bodies. It's got a lot of thermal heat management, so we're basically, there's tons of heat that's being created by this engine. Mm-hmm. And now that we've added a hybrid system and the whole floor of the car is sealed, it's really difficult to keep all the heat kind of from melting things. So we've got a lot of different heat shielding and you know, gold foil here and there, and just try and keep it from lighting itself on fire, basically.
Heavy?
It's just the tires are low. There's just a lot of rolling resistance from the tires. You can see in here there's a big diffuser to create a lot of downforce.
Yeah.
And then here,
oh, wow, look at that.
Here's the heat exchanger for the motor and the inverter.
All right, give us a tour. What's going on back here?
Yeah, so kind of the thing that I'm the most proud of is these carbon nylon ducts we 3D printed.
Yeah.
It's hard to see, but they're actually really massive, and they came out pretty nicely. So this one here goes from a 4-inch tube and then it necks down to clear all these pipes and then opens back up.
Yeah.
And then we've got a DC-DC there. It's kind of like, it charges the battery.
Yeah.
Converts the high voltage to low voltage. And there's a fuse there for the high voltage battery. And this is an oil tank for the engine's dry sump system. 12 volt low voltage battery. And then a water reservoir for the high voltage cooling loop and a Tesla water pump.
And all that makes this this car go, right?
Yeah, so that's the idea, is keep as much as we can in the back here to kind of balance out the weight of the engine at the front. So adding this hybrid system, we've definitely improved the weight distribution of the car, because before there wasn't much go, it was more just spinning your tires. So now we have some weight over the back and a bit more grip.
You were telling me you used the BMW i8 battery as the donor for this, right? But you've disassembled it, you've taken the modules and rear.
Yeah, the i8 battery was pretty heavy when we started. It had a big cast aluminum case and a whole bunch of stuff. So we took just the modules out and made custom mounting for the modules. And then we also had fins machined and bonded to the battery to help to conduct heat away from the battery into this airstream that we have coming in from a duct on the driver's side there.
And this is Sasha's dyno room, and it's all dead sound in. Oh my God, the sound deadening. So you have the capability of doing 4-wheel drive in this thing, front and rear?
Yeah, there's 4-wheel drive Dynapack dyno, so it can do 4,000 newton meters of torque in the rear and 2,000 newton meters in the front. So that works out to about 1,600 horsepower. Not quite enough for your Roadster, maybe.
No, but we're going to have fun with the Roadster when we first get it, because, we have plans for that car. As soon as we get it, I'm going to let Sasha have some fun with it.
Yeah, totally.
So I don't know if it'll be here or somewhere else. We'll see what transpires, but yeah. We're definitely going to beat the crap out of that thing. You need to tell people what's the deal here with the Evora? Like, what's the impetus of this? Like, why did you do this?
So that car was kind of how we got into electric cars to begin with. I knew that I wanted to learn about, electric power and electric propulsion and stuff. So like everything I've kind of done, I just wanted to do it. So I impulse bought a Tesla motor on eBay and kind of just did a bunch of research and thinking about what the best kind of platform would be. And it was kind of mid-engine, sports car, something rare. And the Evora's got kind of body on frame, so you can just take all the fiberglass off and you've got lots to work with. So it was a good platform.
So can you give us a tour and open a hood or something?
Yeah, let's show you.
Show people what this thing's all about. Like, from the outside, it looks completely normal.
Yeah, totally. That's the idea.
And then you take that off, and now what do you have?
Now you just have Chevy Volt batteries. There's no engine anymore.
It's just Chevy Volt batteries. So there's, how many batteries in here? I've seen that they've been separated, right? Because they're modules.
Yeah, there's 2 full Volt batteries.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, so there's Chevy Volt batteries that have been separated, and then there's a Tesla drivetrain down in here from a P85, you said?
Yeah, P85.
Yeah, so hopefully you guys can see that down in there is a P85 motor.
You can peek through here as well. Peek through there.
Oh yeah, right, with the diffuser on the bottom. Oh my, yeah, look at that. If you guys could see that underneath there. Do you know how much it weighs?
Oh, yeah, I do. 3,200 pounds. I had to think about that for a second. It's been a little bit. Yeah, it was 3,000 pounds right around, and then we added 200 pounds. 3,200 pounds now.
Wow.
So pretty light to only add 200 pounds for an electric conversion. It's 1,000 pounds almost lighter than any Tesla. So with 500 plus horsepower at the wheels. So it's pretty fast. Yeah. Cool. It's like a 10-second quarter-mile car.
Oh wow, well, that's no slouch.
No,
What's the inside look like? Is it fairly stock too?
Yeah, the inside, you can't even tell.
Oh yeah, you're not kidding. The first thing I notice about this car is like how deep it is down in here. It's just like a Roadster. If you've seen the original Roadster, it's quite a work to get inside. But the car is completely stock inside. You got, Alcantara along the lines and stuff. He's going to turn around here. Oh, you changed the screen. I remember about this. You put a Motec in there. Oh my gosh, look at this thing. I'm going to attempt to get inside the Lotus, hopefully, without hurting myself in the process. Oh no, that's not so bad. Check out the screen and the dash. I mean, this totally puts the car in a different league. You designed all the graphics and everything?
Yeah, we did all the design, and then we actually had Motec Australia help us with a graphic designer to make it a bit prettier.
Yeah.
So they kind of did that kind of watch interface around the main gauge there, and gave it some nice depth and whatnot. But yeah, It's pretty nice. Like you said, it does take it to another level. The factory Evora gauge cluster was like something out of the 80s.
Yeah.
So it was really a nice step up to, you know, get a 12-inch digital dash in there. Yeah, so this is just something we just recently added a few weeks ago. Before, we just had a park neutral drive button.
Yeah.
But now we've got the park neutral drive. It'll be up here. We've got to get some custom labels printed. And then this will be allow you to interact with the screen. So it's not programmed yet, but in the future you'll be able to go through different menus and kind of set, you know, power limits and charge limits. And
reminds me of the BMW.
Yeah, the iDrive thing.
Yeah, the iDrive thing.
Yeah, so this kind of is like a plastic knob. It's a little bit ugly right now, but we're gonna do a nice billet knob.
Oh yeah, nice
on there.
That'd be nice.
Have like a, you know, logo machined on it or engraved into it or something.
And this is not a convertible or anything, right? It's
Nope.
just a fixed roof and stuff.
Yep.
All right, so here's the deal. Sasha promised me a ride at least 2 or 3 years ago here in the Lotus, so that's exactly what we're gonna do today.
Yeah, that's right. It's been a long time.
Well, it definitely has a different sound.
Yeah, it's got that Model S sound. I don't know if you've ever ridden the Model S, but you can hear it. It's just way quieter because it's all insulated.
So you can still level 2 charge this thing with 1772, right? And that's kind of the plug you got on the side.
And that's CHAdeMO as well.
Oh, CHAdeMO as well.
Yeah. So we've got this paddle here on the left. So that's kind of what I use for regen. So it kind of just, right now it's set up
like a manual regen, you mean?
Yeah, right now it's set up to not do too much regen when you lift off the pedal. Now when you lift off the pedal, you know, I've got 5 or 6, 7 kilowatts of regen. Then when I pull on this, then you can modulate it. It's kind of got it's got a pressure sensor in there.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a cool way to kind of just modulate the amount of regen that you want.
So whoa, yeah, okay. Yeah, it feels like a P85.
Yeah.
For sure.
The cool thing about this car is it keeps pulling like that up to a much faster speed
Oh,
than
wow.
the Model 3. Yeah.
Well, is that your doing?
No, it's just a lot of power and it's a lighter car. So.
Oh, I see. What kind of range you get on this car then?
We've gotten close to 200 kilometers. Okay. But the big problem with this thing is that we need to put in new brakes, really, because the brakes are dragging a fair bit. Yeah. And that's hurting the range a fair bit.
You think it's also having to do with the size of the battery being not able to fit quite as much?
The efficiency, like we're not getting the efficiency we should be.
I see.
And the reason for that is just all the rolling resistance and brake drag.
It's fairly smooth, all things considered, though.
Yeah, no, it drives like a normal car pretty much.
The only thing better would have like a convertible top. I'm just thinking about the Roadster, right? Because this feels more like a Roadster. It'd be nice to take the T-top, right? The Targa. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, I personally really like solid tops.
We'll have fun with the Roadster.
Yeah, the Roadster's crazy.
Oh yeah, stick that thing on the dyno. It's the first thing we're gonna do.
It's gonna break my dyno.
Sorry, but I can't pay for that. Woo! Oh yeah, she pulls. Nice. Definitely a fun car to drive. It's awesome. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It gets a little bit too much attention for me. Everyone's always looking at this car, and I'm kind of just like, don't look at me. I don't want the attention. The Sasha tells me he's got some mad scientist ideas for something else he wants to do, so I don't know. This car's probably up for sale for the right price. Yeah, for the right price, it's definitely for sale. So if you want, reach out to him, mountainpassperformance.com. Send him an email. If you don't want to wait for your Roadster and you want something, you want something in the middle for a little bit? Well, we'll see. Cybertruck first. Cybertruck first. Yeah, it is so hot out here. I mean, the car's air conditioner's going crazy. Park it back inside the shop. Right. See? CHAdeMO. Crazy. Yeah, I did, but he's used to his P3D, so he's like, it's a problem. It's plenty fast. It's fast, but it's about the same acceleration off the line as a P3D. Yeah.
But the P3 falls off around, what is it,
Yeah.
67 kilometers an hour, whereas this thing doesn't fall off.
Well,
to
yeah, yours just
110,
keeps going and going and going.
And then, yeah, it carries.
So there you go, folks. The world's only Lotus Evora fully converted to electric with CHAdeMO. His level 2 plug is hidden under there. Thanks for the ride, man. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
thanks for coming.
I love that car. I love that car.
We need to give it some more love. It's definitely got neglected a bit since we've been so busy with the Teslas.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really cool car, so we got to
That's
give
cool.
it
Well,
some
I'm
more
looking
attention.
forward to seeing whatever you work on, and check out the parts that he's working on for the Model Y and the Model 3. His website is mountainpassperformance.com. Sells all kinds of parts, coilovers, brake lines,
Yeah.
bigger brakes.
Brake upgrades, suspension parts, we do.
We went to the track a few weeks ago, and I got a chance to drive his rear-wheel drive Model 3 and with the upgraded brakes, and it was killer. I mean, I wish my performance Model 3 had brakes like that. Sasha's the man. You got to check out his stuff. It's really cool. You can keep me posted on any kind of new scientific projects and mad scientist shit that you're working
Totally
on.
will, yes.
Well, there you go, guys. A little tour of Mountain Pass Performance. They're going to be doing some really neat stuff with the Model Y, so I'm going to keep you guys abreast on what's going on with that. And he's working on some really secret stuff. Can't tell you about it, but hopefully I'll be able to document it for you guys in the future. I think you'll like what Sasha's got up his cap. So anyways, thanks, Sasha. Thanks, Jesse. And we'll talk to you guys soon. See ya.